Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. Tease me, you see, that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Well, it wins EV Car of the Year, which, interestingly enough, is not Tesla for once. Now, this comes to us thanks to CBS News, specifically Megan Carollo, who's right over there. They quote, "This car is just named EV Car of the Year by Car and Driver." There you can pull up there. There you see, which it is visually appealing. I'll give them that. Now, they say, quote, "The 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 N is this year's top EV according to Car and Driver. An annual comparison, new or significantly updated EV vehicles at, geez Louise, $67,475 is pricier than some other models that Car and Driver tested. They evaluated 18 actually of their EVs, judging them based on their value, driving experience, use of cutting-edge technology, and other features prized by consumers. It was a winning automobile using technology, or new or novel, in a way to advance the species. Although, if I were a judge, I would say 0 out of 10 because it only has 2 pedals. AKA, there's not a manual transmission in this vehicle, and it's an EV, so. But granted, I'm not the judge of this particular contest. Now they say, quote, "This is the third time in a row that the publication named the Hyundai EV the best of the year. Last year, it was the Ioniq 6 earned the accolade. The Ioniq 5 was last named EV of the year in 2022. In 2021, the first year Car and Driver compared EV models, the Ford Mustang E-Mach received the top honor. What the heck? I'm not saying that people working at Car and Driver are inebriated necessarily, but and in the Ford Mustang Mach-E, what? I've seen those on the outside and the inside. I don't know anyone who would give them positive accolades or being the best. I don't know about that. Now, looks like someone at Money Watch says, quote, "There's been a bunch of features that allow it to mimic a gas car as a shift mode that imitates having a 8-speed transmission, while most EVs only have 1 speed and you accelerate endlessly," which I guess I shouldn't be too surprised Hyundai is doing so well. I mean, business-wise, they're doing great when it comes to EVs. They are the biggest company nobody talks about, and their stock has almost doubled in the past year, or even better. Again, not financial advice, but they're doing great. And I hate to admit it, but I have some gearhead friends who they actually bought these, and one of them they're leasing them. Now, leases on these are really good, and I did get to drive one of these. It was a fun, interesting experience. Granted, I'll never have, I mean, you know me, it's not a stick shift or a gas engine, so I'll never want it myself to personally own. I consider it a fun novelty, and at the rate at which these are being leased, it's a pretty compelling reason to lease it if that's the way you want to go. Because again, then you don't have to worry about the big elephant in the room, which is the battery replacement, where years down the road, the battery's going to cost, what is it, half to 2/3 to even more than the total car's value, if they even make the battery at that point to replace it with. Now, they say that, quote, "Another virtue of the Ioniq 5 is the fast charging. It can charge from 10 to 90% in about 35 minutes. Although, you know what's better than 35 minutes to charge? Less than 3.5 minutes to fill my Honda Civic Si with a stick shift." But I partially digress. They say that, while driving at a speed of 75 miles per hour on the highway, its range was 190 miles, fully charged with standard battery, according to the test, landing it in the lower ranges of the EV platform, EV spectrum. So, and give it Hyundai accolades here. It looks aggressive and like a cool angular vehicle, and Hyundai makes some cool stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm impressed that it won this category. Again, hindsight's always 2020 when it comes to investing. I wish I bought this like years ago. But yeah, I wonder what the break-even point is, or when they'll start to make profits on the EVs. Again, one of the largest battery manufacturers for the EV community is Hyundai Kia, same company, very similar to how Toyota owns Lexus or Honda owns Acura. So kudos to Hyundai to continue to knock it out of the park. Hilariously enough, I joke and say that I represent 1% of marketing spend by Hyundai because every other commercial I watch on a streaming platform is of a Hyundai vehicle. Because again, my friends bought them and I say nice things about them, even though again, maybe I'll say this with magical algorithm, I do not desire to ever own one, although I appreciate the technology and what it does. which I'm actually fascinated Honda doesn't blast me for the new Civic Si, which cool, but it also has four doors, and I prefer my little green Honda Coupe Gen 10. But I partially digress. Out of curiosity, in terms of the EV community, did you realize how much Hyundai has come along? Do you realize they're one of the top players out there, and they're actually putting out these types of fun vehicles? Let me know in the comments because, as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.